guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo News. Let's get to that news. First of all, Hyrule Warriors dropped some free DLC on us last week, and it's pretty cool, at least in my opinion. It is classic Link tunic. So we've got the green hat with the yellow brim, I don't know, the yellow part surrounding the bottom. We've got the classic colors from Legend of Zelda and Adventure of Link and Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. All of the classic versions of Link, basically. So that is really cool. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, I barely got very far into Hyrule Warriors before I just stopped and was like, I need a Zelda game, I don't want this, so I just stopped. But now that I can turn him into classic Link, pretty sure I'm going to finish that game up fast. Next, we've got a lot of news about Zelda Symphony and Zelda Symphony related stuff. So, Symphony of the Goddesses is doing extremely well. They're on their third tour. This is their biggest tour ever. They're doing more cities than ever. And the producers are saying, hey, we really should expand this. So what I think that means is, and they say they are going to be expanding it. So what I think that means is either they're just going to do twice as many cities somehow with just the one touring company, or they're going to do what other people out there do, other touring, or they're going to have someone who is not the usual conductor also be a second tour conductor, and then both tours will tour simultaneously. If you thought that the whole orchestra was the same city by city by city, no. What they do is they hire musicians in that particular city. They just have the same conductor and the same production staff each time. Which we will get to because that is our next story. When they were recording with this orchestra at this particular city, like a PBS special, where they were going to be able to have a big fancy DVD or whatever of this concert, and then they were going to make that available on PBS and you could watch it on TV, and that would be awesome. However, there were some kind of slightly shady contract negotiation issues going on, wherein they were offering to pay the musicians in that city X number of dollars for participating in this recorded special version of the concert. So they were just going to be performing the concert anyway for the audience, as usual, but then also being paid X number of dollars for it being recorded and everything, which makes sense, that's what you do. But then it sounds like they were trying to negotiate that amount down per musician, and it got to a point wherein the musicians united and said, we're not doing it for that amount. And they said, okay, well, we'll bring in some people from another city. And so they brought in a completely different orchestra from a different city, or musicians, not just a whole orchestra, but musicians who were willing to be paid this lower rate. But that they didn't have the contract with them to be able to record the special and release the special. So as a result, now this special, nobody knows when this special is coming out, when we'll be able to buy it on DVD or watch it on PBS because of contract negotiation crap. And it basically kind of sounds like the Zelda Symphony production team is at fault here, which is very frustrating. But separate from all of that, the conductor, Noon or something like that is her name. She's an Irish lady, and she has participated in something that was not Zelda Symphony related. It was just, now that she's been immersed in the music of The Legend of Zelda, she kind of has like this connected feeling to it. So she participated in a bunch of students or musicians, solo musicians, separate from Zelda Symphony, having nothing to do with Zelda Symphony whatsoever, Irish musicians doing Irish or Celtic arrangements of Zelda songs, and it was just a performance. But then afterwards she was like, geez, that was really good, we should record an actual album of that. So now she has a Kickstarter up, and by the time this video posts, it will be completely funded just within a couple days. Last time I checked it, 2 days after it started, it was basically almost completely funded. So you can still go ahead and contribute, of course, and it's going to be awesome. They have a video up of some of those arrangements, they're great. I personally love Celtic music, and so the Celtic-y stuff that's in Zelda I already like the best. Like Wind Waker was my favorite soundtrack because it had a very Celtic vibe. So in any case, it's going to be great. If you want to help fund that, there's a link for you down below. That's it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.